G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. Today we are going on a bit of a road trip. We're going to do a bit of a camp out tonight, staying out here. So where we're at is Graytown. Graytown was first rushed in 1868, where about 20,000 diggers hit the goldfields here. It only lasted a couple of years. By 1870 it was pretty much all done and they moved on. During World War II, Graytown was actually a prisoner of war camp. The HMAS Sydney was sunk by the Kormoran, a German ship over in Western Australia, off the coast of Western Australia. The sailors were brought here to be prisoners of war, and they were kept here at in internment at Graytown. There was about 360 odd prisoner of war people here, and then eventually also some Italians. But yeah, later on, about I think it was 1947, they were all repatriated back to their homeland, back over to Europe. So yes, so this is sort of one of the foundations to the prisoner of war camp here behind me. So as you can see, there's actually several of these foundations left. This one actually looks to be somewhat of an amenities block. They look like showers. See a bit of a spoon drain running across the back. It looks like a bit of a sewer point just there. But there's several of these foundations all through the bush just here. As we walk around, there's there's been like a dozen or more buildings. There's probably a lot more. They're just all scattered through the bush. But yeah, these are all the foundations. We can only assume that the residents that they were living in at the time, whether it's the septic systems and that, or these big pits around the place. But yeah, it's very interesting stuff. But yeah, all that's left now is just the foundations. Apparently in the 1950s, all the residential buildings were actually all moved away and relocated in other places. But yeah, it's a very interesting place. So yeah, as we saw before, the original barbed wire fence that was around the perimeter of this compound. So anyway guys, we're going to keep moving and see what we can come up with. G'day guys, welcome back. Well, we're at our first location. This is basically on the side of the road. It's just some diggings I've driven past 1,000 times and they looked alright. So we thought we might jump out with the monsters, give them a bit of a crack, and yeah. So we've got young Bazza over here. He's on the 45 at the moment. And over in the bush over here, we've got Andrew. He's one of the subscribers to the channel. He was at the subs day out. Yeah, we sort of got together. We thought we might have a bit of a catch up and get out of the bush for a bit of a swing. And yeah, I've got my mate Andrew. That's the Andrew convention today. So we've got our mate Andrew over there, somewhere in the bush. He's over having a bit of a play on the monster at the moment. So anyway guys, I'm going to get set up and yeah, we'll get cracking, see what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, so we've moved location. We're at a spot now where we think we might have a good old crack. Good bit of reef mining up on top of the hill. Sort of up the back up here. We've got, like, it looks really good and it's all just sort of flowing down the hill. So behind me here we've got a bit of a, well, looks like a bit of a mine. I'd say it's been capped and it could be quite deep. Behind me we've got this sort of, I suppose where the tramway would have been for this mine. So I'll take you for a bit of a walk out there and we'll check that out. Guys, got a good sound of signal, but it's on top of the ground, so that's probably not so great, but never know. It would be specie country, there's so much quartz on the ground. Lost it. No, that must be a little bit on the small side of things. Hot rock. Might be hot rock, I think. That's it. Oh, it's a good sound of hot rock. Also guys, you might see I've got a new little pick. This little guy, it's a little CC pick. I actually got it at the gold show yesterday in Bendigo, the Gold Expo. Yeah, and it was great. Also, when I went to the Gold Expo, yeah, I did catch up with Andrew. That's sort of how today came about. But yeah, caught up with Will from WillTube Prospecting. So yeah, thanks guys for everyone that's got on board on his channel. He's got a few subscribers out of it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, bumped into a heap of other subscribers of the channel, and yeah, had a good old chat. I think it was there about 4 or 5 hours in the end. So, but it was really good catching up with everyone. So, alrighty guys, I'll keep cracking. Hopefully get on to a bit of gold soon. Cheers. It's another one of these little bits of metal. Just a bit of rust. I don't know what they are. They're like little tacks or something. They actually sound alright because they're small bits of rust, I suppose. Oops. Yeah, bugger. Sounded alright. Alrighty, I'll keep working our way up this hill here and hopefully we'll get onto something. Alright guys, it's down about 4 inches here. It did not sound very good until I got down to it really. Actually more about 5 inches. But yeah, some good crunchy stuff, so I'd like to think might be something good. Still in there. Never can tell in old Goldfields though. You get down to a lump of crap. Could have been the first bit of gold from my new little pick. Bit of a screamer. Oh, they broke the handle. Hasn't got the power of the big pick. Angry, whatever it is. Righto. It was down there. Who knows? Could be anything. Oh, you'd like to think at this depth, I bet it's going to be a bit of steel. Alrighty. Go on. It's not very gold shaped. I have no idea. Ah, bugger. Just when you get your hopes up. I don't know, it's just I don't know what it is. It's not lead, but it's silver. Oh, what a turd. It weighs a bit too. Just when you think you're going to go alright. Yeah, bugger. It makes you wonder how these things get so deep. Alright, I'll keep working my way up this hill and see what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, we spent a few hours at other location. We've got 3 detectors going and nothing. So we've actually gone to a spot where Andrew has found gold before. So hopefully this will be a bit more successful and we'll get onto a bit. But yeah, we have no idea where we are. We're somewhere in the vicinity of Graytown, but yeah, I've got no idea. We just drove through the bush. But anyway, this is a new location with plenty of diggings coming down off the hill behind me. So hopefully we'll be able to get onto a bit. Anyway guys, let's get stuck into it. Alrighty guys, got a little bit of a signal here. Not great, it could be just ground noise, but yes, the day is running out, the sun is about to go down. So I'll give this a crack and hope it's not ground noise. Tiny little lead shot, whatever, bugger. A little. That's him. Bugger, little lead shot, guys. Sounds alright too. Thought it might be a little tiny bit. Now, see if we get another one in before all the sun goes down. Well guys, it's day 2. Day 1 was a bust, no gold. But oh well, we've got another day out here in the bush, so yeah, we'll wander around today and see what we can come up with. Look, it's a new area. It can happen. You can hit up new areas and find nothing. I could have gone out to Kangaroo Flat and easily picked up a piece in an hour or two. I've been wandering through the bush and I came across this puddler. It looks like a fairly extensively used puddler. Around the back here is its dam where it would have got its water supply. Fairly crude. It looks like they've sort of just blocked up a creek really with old trees and so forth back in the day, and then just filled it with dirt to sort of make a bit of a dam. But yeah, so much tailings here. Over this side, this is all just fine tailings. It's just all loose, it's all been washed, all very fine. And over the far side over there, looks like all the coarser tailings. So we put all the fine to one side and all the coarse to the other. It looks like the creek is sort of slowly reclaiming this puddler. As you can sort of see, this is the center. That was probably where the center post was. Now it's sort of slowly getting reclaimed back into the creek. So I've moved up the creek a little. Got another dam over the back. We have a more intact puddler. This one has risen up out of the creek. So they must have been pumping their water out of the dam there. And this one still has its center post. A little bit more intact, this one. Not as many tailings around. The coarse tailings there, but just here would have been the where they let the water out of the puddler. And over the back, we've got some of the tailings here. So they would have just been throwing it out. Looks like the donut. The puddler would have just got larger and larger as they went. A few diggings up there on the hill. Might have a bit of wander up there and have a look around. So we've got the puddler over there in the background. Over here we've got a pile of rock. That pile of rock quite possibly could have been an old timer's hut. So it would have been the old chimney. The old bark hut might have been around it. We move over here. Looks like another old chimney. Must have been another bark hut over here. This little chimney is a little bit more together than the other one. A little bit of metal there, might have been the grill. Might have been the puddler owner, had one of these little bark huts. That's where he lived. I think sometimes the puddler owners were the ones that made the money. And the miners maybe not so much. Alrighty guys, well that's it. We have gone everywhere around Graytown. We tried several different locations, all new to us, and we couldn't get onto the gold this time. But anyway, that's a part of it. You do go on a bit of an adventure when you try new locations, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway guys, that's it for another episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. So yeah, if you like this one, like, share and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.